Hey everyone. So how many times in your life has somebody told you, well, you did that wrong? Or why'd you do it that way? That's not how it's supposed to work. Or that's not the way we do things here. Or some variation of that where that person is trying to be right and showing you that you were wrong. For most of us, that's happened many countless times in our lives where somebody else needed to be right and we had to be wrong at our expense. And it's interesting the way we think about that because we end up beating ourselves up because, oh, woe was me, we did something wrong. Well, maybe that's not the case. Now, hear me out here. So let me know what you think below about that. First of all, let me know how many times, or just say, hey, has that ever happened to you before where somebody has showed you or told you that you're wrong? Let me know below. So what if that wasn't the case? I was reading in a Steve Chandler book, Wealth Warrior, this morning, and there was a statement that there was a conversation he had with his 5-year-old grandson. And this is, I love how it comes out of a 5-year-old because there's so many times we can learn from the children around us. Although his 5-year-old grandson said to him, he said, I really like being right. And Steve responded with, I really like being wrong. And the 5-year-old looks at him funny and says, what do you mean? Why do you like being wrong? He said, because when I'm wrong, I have something that I can learn from and I can grow and I can become better. If I'm right, then there's nothing to learn and move on to. And this is such a great statement. It's such a great conversation to listen to because, again, especially those who are working a career in a corporate world, there's so many times that we've been told by bosses, by coworkers, by ever that you're wrong, or you're doing it wrong, or that's not right, or this is the way you're supposed to do it. And we've been taught to get beat up, and we get beat up by those people. We get talked down to. We have conversations about performance. We have all this, and all because we may have made a mistake or did something wrong. So what? And it's funny because I agree. I'm excited about being wrong because then I have something to grow. And it doesn't necessarily mean you're wrong, just that something's different. And who defines right and wrong? That's a whole topic of discussion for another day. Although it's funny, I related this back to my own career. And I've been a leader for most of my career. And it's interesting because I've actually used this with my team members. And without even realizing it until reading this morning, where if somebody does do something, now I've been fortunate enough where most of the team members I've had throughout the years have been very open to admitting when they did something they think is wrong. And so I'd have somebody come to me and say, hey, I did this. I know it's wrong. I just wanted to let you know. And usually I'm pretty open to that and I like it. And this is so relatable where I would say, cool. So what can we do differently next time that will make it different, make it better? And help them see that, hey, I understand. It's okay. Things happen. What can we do differently? I've never spouted off, oh, how could you do something like that? What were you thinking? To my knowledge, I've never done that in my entire career. I don't do that in coaching. I don't do that with people, and it's weird how those struck us. There was a company I worked for not too long ago where I made a vast improvement and created more income for that particular company. And I was called into the general manager's office, and I was told, well, that's not the way we do things here. Like trying to make me wrong. And my question was, well, are you disappointed with the result? Well, no. This is going to create vast improvement and make lots more money. I'm like, okay, so what's the problem then? Well, this is just not the way we do it. So you're happy with what the outcome was. However, because it wasn't done the way you think it should be done, then here we are. Well, kind of, yeah. So it's funny, though, how many times we've had that in our world. So think about this. Next time you beat yourself up about doing something wrong, think about what you can learn from that. Instead of going, oh, man, I did this. You know what? Instead of go, what can I learn from this? How can I grow? What can I do better to make it different the next time? So instead of enjoying being right all the time, how about enjoying being wrong? Because really, when you make those mistakes, when you take a risk and it doesn't happen, I like to, one of our kids' favorite movies growing up, and I still love it, is Meet the Robinsons. And Meet the Robinsons is amazing because, he goes into the future. Will Robinson goes into the future. He meets all of his future family. And when he tries to make this little peanut butter and jelly spray gun thing and it breaks, everyone's like, yay, you failed. And he's like, what are you talking about? It didn't work. So what? You failed. Now you can learn and grow and make it better. What if we were that excited about failure? What if we were that excited about being wrong? What if we were that excited about making a mistake? Yay, you made a mistake. Yay, you were wrong. Holy moly. Think about the impact you can have on yourself and others when instead of being all upset and disappointed about being wrong or making a mistake or having a failure, you found it as a gift and a way to grow and a way to be better for the next time. Because that's really what it is. That's what a failure is. That's what a mistake is. That's what being wrong is. It's an opportunity to grow and learn. So look at it that way. Instead of beating yourself up or letting somebody else beat you up about being wrong or making a mistake or failing, look at the gift in it. Look at how you can learn and grow so that you don't do the same thing next time or you do it differently. So I love that conversation. I wanted to share that with you today. As usual, always remember, never forget to be schmaltzy. Take care, my friends. Awesome.